his wife. We didn't say anything else about the people in the car. They weren't the only people in the car. So play with some of these words. The more you know, your computer is only as smart as you are. Outside of that, it's just a robot. You have to input information that makes sense. And then it can work with you and show you the whole universe. Yes, Noah?
Are we allowed to change the publication date?
Please do. Yes. I'm so glad you even asked that. Yeah, that's a great idea. Because what you'll find, I mean, this assassination happened nearly 60 years ago. So if you change the date, if you look at things that were just published from 1963 to 1965, you're going to get some really sharp information. But if you start looking at things, I mean, gosh, even Stephen King wrote a book about it a couple years ago. A show has been made about it. I mean, it's really kind of neat just like how far we've come with it. Excuse me? You got 78? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. Can you sit up here and just do what you just did? How about you, Tom? Okay. You're gonna, Atticus, right? Atticus? Okay. Start giving me your words. Okay, you have 78. Did you have 78? Yeah. How many can anybody beat 78? Okay, Beth? 3? Yes. 3? Okay, we're gonna hold there. Okay. I mean, we are trying to figure out as much as we can about the Kennedy assassination. The Kennedy assassination, because that's what you're doing this on. We're not trying to learn about John F. Kennedy, what he had for breakfast. We want to know, which obviously we have none, but we don't want to learn about those kinds of things, or about his childhood, or about his brothers, or about Marilyn Monroe. We don't care about that aspect of JFK for this assignment. What we care about is how he was assassinated, or the things that are associated with it. Yeah, Noah?
I got 14.
How many?
14.
You have 14
Yeah.
that are associated. These all go to the Kennedy assassination. Okay.
I believe so.
Give me your words. Give me your words.
I just searched up John F. Kennedy as the top one, and Lee Harvey Oswald, and
I am so sorry. Can you say it a little louder?
I got first one was John F. Kennedy. The second was Lee Harvey Oswald, and the last one was "and assassination of John F. Kennedy." But I did change the publication date to only 1963.
Oh, okay. All right. So you said assassination?
Yeah, assassination of John F. Kennedy.
Oh, so you use a whole phrase.
Oh, then
Then
I can have 2.
you have 2.
You can change it to only 1 year. You can have as little as 2.
Sorry, I didn't change it.
That's cheating.
Okay, are we cheating? Okay. And then what you do now? Okay, and then you change it to 19 what?
I only did 1963, the year he was killed. Originally it was 1963 and 1964 because he was killed in 1963 and Lee Harvey Oswald was captured in 1964.